So we're about to go meet Manu Afal, who is from the Dominican Republic by way of Austin, Texas. Now he's here in Seattle, serving up some roast pork and some Yuca empanadas.
What up, bro?
What's up?
How you doing?
Good, man.
Thanks for coming out, man. We're a Latin American restaurant, Dominican base, yeah, which is where I'm from, but then we just started creeping out, you know, different countries.
So I'm expecting pork then.
A lot of pork here. So here we go, chef. This is our signature puerco asado, which is a Dominican roast pig. It always happens right on the 24th for Christmas Eve. We're gonna make the marinade for that. Cilantro, Anaheim peppers, some red onions, lime juice, some garlic, and salt. Our house spice mix has cumin, coriander, oregano in there. There's a little olive oil, just kind of bring it all together.
Where'd your love for cooking come from, bro?
My grandma, bro.
Yeah?
Yep. I tried going to school, computer science and whatever else, and it just wasn't for me. And one day I just looked down at my hands and I was like, I need to do something with my hands.
Yeah.
I grew up also watching a lot of cooking shows for some reason.
What was your cooking show that you loved?
Yan Can Cook. Yes! I got the opportunity of a lifetime to go to Bilbao.
Yeah.
I was classically trained in traditional Basque cuisine, and you can tell about the Spanish influence in all of the food in Latin America. I was born in Dominican Republic. I got to Texas as a young kid. My parents thought it was really important for me to spend a lot of time with my grandma, my cousins, everybody else. So every single summer we would get sent out. So we're just gonna ladle some on top there, and if you just wanna rub it down.
Yep.
I like to let it sit for 5 hours, and then at the end of the day, we'll just slow cook it overnight.
Oh, nice.
So in the meantime, this is like where the empanadas come into play. We're gonna make a traditional empanada called cativia, and it's made out of yuca root. White inside is super, super starchy. So these things, we break this all the way down, and then the dough itself is made out of that. And feel the texture compared to that.
You can tell that there's a lot of liquid.
So you know what we do next? Squeeze the water out of it.
Can you eat this raw?
No.
No.
It's supposed to be poisonous is what they say. It has to be cooked through. This is something that I ate for the first time in this tiny, tiny little town. The filling didn't really even matter because it was all about the dough itself.
Okay.
This guy who I met in the Dominican Republic that owns a restaurant that serves these, he used to be the guy that made them a long time ago, but he's an old man now. Dude, he told me about this process and it sounded way easier when he was telling me, but you know, he told me this is the crazy story. He's like, so you take the yuca and once it's all ground up, you put it in a pillowcase and then you put it in your washing machine. You know, all the water comes out the back. And I was just like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna try that. All right, this is the part that I think is what you can't really rush. And this is what's gonna actually make the yuca come together. So it's gonna be a gluten-free dough. You wanna break them down just with your hands here. A little garlic and ginger, some salt, just a touch of cayenne pepper there. Annatto oil, the classic yellow color that it has. And then just start kind of like squeezing it through your fingers. And right away, you're gonna feel that it wants to come together as a dough naturally.
Yeah.
Keeping it warm is gonna be key here to be able to work it and roll it out. Perfect technique, chef, perfect. It wants to start crumbling on you already.
So quick.
So quick.
Ooh, a dough can teach you so many life lessons, man. You can't rush it, but then you still have to be efficient and quick.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect the dough. We use a traditional beef picadillo, which is the most common. And there you go, chef. Cativia, empanada de yuca. Now it's time for the pork to come out.
Look on it.
Picking right off.
Look at that, just like thing.
Falling apart. There you go.
It's sick, dude.
Food really made a big impact in cities like this, you know, that helped it grow and develop to what we see today. The reason I came out to Seattle was to visit a neighbor of mine who ended up getting a job out here. When I came to Seattle and I noticed there was some really, really awesome stuff going on. So it's like, I fell in love.
How many years ago was that?
11.
11 years ago.
Yep, the city was just all about the grind for years and years. And I was grinding along with that, boom. For a long time, I was really, really excited about it. But now I'm seeing the effects. All these high rises are being built for the people that can afford it, and everyone else who can't, is slowly starting to get driven outside of the city. Dominican community out here, it's sparse. There's not really any Latin American representation. I was just like, man, where are the brown people at? I was doing a pop-up outside of a friend's bar. I'd go up there and I'd just like sling sandwiches, and ended up just kind of finding a little niche. And that kind of got a little bit of a following. We didn't have a ton of funds, and some family came together and like decided to open up shop, man.
Were you in here slinging hammers too?
Oh yeah, man. It's like a lot of demolition just with a couple of friends, and yeah.
And then 4 years now.
4 years later.
What flavors did you taste out there in Bilbao?
The best way to describe the Basque flavors are a mix of French with the Spanish. I have my Dominican roots, but because I was classically trained in Basque cuisine, I almost feel like a part of me is Basque.
Rice and beans is always first?
Every day, rice and beans, man. Every single day.
And this pork, slow cooked. That's what's up. This is what I've been waiting for right here. I've never had an empanada of that texture. It's so crispy, it's so light. That's world class, bro.
I was just searching for this recipe high and low. When I met this guy, he couldn't show me because he was really old, but he just told me word by word, step by step. It took a while, but we got a really nice product here. When people come in here during the day and they hear the salsa music, like they're literally like dancing in line. It makes me feel good, It's this little tiny spot, and then when they walk out, it's just like blown away. It's peasant flavors, It's like done my way.
It's all in the hips. There you go. You get the glutes working, and you get mustard seeds.